Hello everyone. Today we discuss part 21 of the important notes for the biochemistry so that you can easily able to answer the one-liners and the MCQs in your exam. Amino acid that can act as a fuel for brain is isoleucine. Leucine is purely ketogenic. Valine is glucogenic. Maple syrup urine disease, that means MSUD. Now this disease is actually an autosomal recessive disease in which there is a defect in the oxidative decarboxylation step. Over here, there is defect in the catabolism of the branched chain amino acid. Enzyme defect in the MSUD is branched chain alpha keto acid dehydrogenase or the branched chain alpha keto acid decarboxylase. Okay, that means the multi-enzyme complex. Clinical features of the maple syrup urine disease are burnt sugar-like odor of the urine, ketosis, vomiting, feeding problems, mental retardation or abnormal muscle tone. If the maple syrup urine disease is not treated, then coma or death may occur. Patients with rare thiamine-dependent variant of the MSUD give response when large amount or the large doses of vitamin B1 or the thiamine is given. Now, isovaleric acidemia. Now, in this isovaleric acidemia, this basically caused due to the defect in the FAD dependent dehydrogenase enzyme, that is the isovaleric coenzyme A dehydrogenase. Now, because of the defect in this enzyme, this basically causes specifically degradation of the isovaleric acid. Okay, now this isovaleric acid is basically involved in the metabolism of the leucine. But because of the degradation of this isovaleric acid, the symptom occurring over here in the isovaleric acidemia is the sweaty feet odor of the urine. So over here the symptom is the sweaty feet odor of the urine. Even in this particular isovaleric acidemia, the symptoms may include poor feeding, vomiting, seizures, and even lack of energy or lethargy may occur. All aliphatic amino acid, that is the valine, isoleucine, leucine, alanine, glycine, are non-polar. Least non-polar amino acid is the glycine. Glycine metabolism is linked with the tetrahydrofolate and the vitamin B6, that means the pyridoxine. Primary hyperoxaluria is defect in the enzyme glycine transaminase. Causes of the secondary hyperoxaluria are vitamin B6 deficiency, vitamin C toxicity, and ethylene glycol poisoning. In non-ketotic hyperglycemia, or we can say glycine encephalopathy, there is defect in the glycine cleavage system. In the glycinuria, there is defective reabsorption of the glycine due to defective transporter for glycine and the proline. Now the uses of the glycine. Now they are basically used in the formation of the heme, glutathione, serine, creatine, creatinine, choline, betaine, and the conjugation of the primary bile acids. Creatine is formed from arginine and glycine, and S-adenosyl methionine acts as a methyl donor. Choline and betaine metabolism is interrelated with the folate metabolism. Aromatic amino acids, the example of this are phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan. Now phenylalanine is converted to tyrosine by enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. This is actually a monooxygenase enzyme. Tetrahydrobiopterin and the NADPH is required as coenzyme over here. Catecholamines are the dopamine, epinephrine, and the non-epinephrine. First catecholamine to be synthesized is the dopamine. Catecholamine with methyl group is the epinephrine, having the methyl group over here. And over here the S-adenosyl methionine is the methyl donor. Epinephrine formation occurs in the periphery and not in the CNS. 80% of it occurs in the adrenal medulla. Catabolic end product of the epinephrine and the non-epinephrine is the vanillyl mandelic acid. Rate limiting enzyme in catecholamine synthesis is the tyrosine hydroxylase. So very important, This tyrosine hydroxylase is a rate limiting enzyme in the catecholamine synthesis. Okay. Precursor of all the three catecholamines are the L-DOPA, that is the dihydroxyphenylalanine. Catabolic end product of the dopamine is the homovalenic acid. Normal level of vanillin mandelic acid in the urine ranges from 2 to 6 mg per 24 hours or per 1 day. Vanillin mandelic acid level is increased in the pheochromocytoma and neuroblastoma of the adrenal glands. Tetrahydrobiopterin are required for the tyrosine to DOPA conversion, for tryptophan to 5-hydroxyltryptophan conversion, and also in the arginine to citrulline conversion. Tetrahydrobiopterin is required mainly for the hydroxylases. Now, phenylketonuria or the PKU is due to the defect in the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, and as because of this, as you can see, this phenylalanine is not able to convert into tyrosine. Okay, and as because of this phenylalanine actually accumulates, okay, and actually gets converted into phenyl pyruvate and further into phenylactate and phenylacetate. And because of the accumulation of such a musty odor in the breath, skin or urine are the main symptoms of the PKU or the phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria patient is normal at birth. The clinical features of the PKU are the, I told you before, nausea, the musty odor due to phenylacetate accumulation in the body. I told you before only that over here this phenylalanine actually gets converted into phenyl pyruvate, which further converts into phenylacetate and lactate, right? And because of the accumulation of the phenylacetate in the body, nausea or the musty odor actually comes from the urine or from the breath. Even there is severe mental retardation or microcephaly may occur. There may also cause exaggerated tendon reflexes, seizures, hyperactivity, rashes, and they may also cause hypopigmentation, white space teeth. Now, what is the reason for the hypopigmentation over here? Over here, because over here the melanin is not formed because of the tyrosine deficiency. As we all know that the melanin is basically formed from the tyrosine. And if you remember over here, this phenylalanine actually converts this particular enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase, actually converts phenylalanine into tyrosine, and this tyrosine further forms the melanin. Okay, but as over here this enzyme is deficient, and so tyrosine is not formed, and so melanin is not formed, and so there is hypopigmentation occurring in this particular disease, PKU, in the phenylketonuria. Screening of PKU is done by tandem mass spectrometry because it is accurate, precise, and gives low false positive results. Guthries test, basically for the bacterial inhibition assay, is previously done for the PKU, but now this Guthries test for PKU is replaced by tandem mass spectrometry. Hyperphenylalaninemia can also occur from the tetrahydrobiopterin deficiency. Tyrosine is used for synthesis of catecholamines, thyroid hormones, and also for the formation of the or synthesis of the pigment melanin. So today up till here, we'll discuss about the further important notes in our next video. Thank you so much.